Yeah, but let's talk about an outperformer here, Rucha, and that's BSE. It's clearly, heading towards a life high right now. It's up around 6.5%, 7%. Let's pull that stock up while we also get Anushi in, to tell us about what's happening here. So, yeah, so 5.5%, 5.2% to be precise, higher. And back at around 5,700 mark. But let's get in Anushi to tell us about why we've seen the surge. Anushi, over to you.
I got a couple of brokerages that we've been seeing in this counter, a lot of initiating coverages notes. In fact, today itself, we have two of these which have initiated a buy call on BSE. That's why we are seeing this kind of an uptick that there is in stock movement. That is, I just want to even highlight that even yesterday and the day before, when the markets were not performing fairly better, this was that one stock which stood out against the whole sea of red also that we are looking at. But coming back to today's performance, Nuvama firstly has initiated a buy with a target price of 6,730, and this is a 31% of an upside. It's a couple of factors that they've reasoned out. That firstly, the derivatives is to scale up despite the regulatory tightening that is happening. Lower clearing charges is going to be beneficial for the margins. We can see a margin uptick picture also going forward. Also, the company has multiple streams to propel its revenue growth forward. If we see their projections for FY24 to 27, they expect a 39.9% of a growth in terms of where revenue is concerned. So that is what Nuvama had to say. But even we have something like from Ambit, wherein they also have a initiate buy with a 6,700 target. So similar 31% of an upside is what we are looking at. Premium growth has multiple drivers beyond penetrations and it is on the road to a more fragmented market. That is what they're saying. BSE's turnaround opportunity could also offset the near-term headwinds which are there. We spoke about the regulatory tightening that is happening. That's the near-term headwind as we speak. And BSE has room to expand its margins despite the tech spend that it is making on. And BSE Star is a cash cow in the making. So a lot of factors into consideration. We had Goldman Sachs also, which initiated a neutral rating, but this was the target price of 5,060. Other than that, even Jefferies had initiated coverage on BSE as a stock. So yeah, a lot of coverage in these couple of days, and we are the long-term scenario of the business looks on a robust side compared to the near-term weakness that can be expected.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Anushi. But let's welcome our guest on the show, Mahesh Oja, the AVP of Research and Business Development at Hensex Securities. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Good afternoon, and would want your view on BSE. So this one is buzzing on the back of few brokerage notes, but largely when I look at the brokerage notes which were out 2 days back, the target price was largely lower than what BSE is currently trading at. So what are your views on this counter?
Good afternoon, Rucha. So definitely BSE is good for long term, but what our thing is that BSE could run in 1 year horizon 6,500 to 6,800 level, odd level, and volume could come down. But significantly, what we have seen earlier, that expected volume has not come down. What brokerage expected. So from their perspective, stock is giving some more upside. From current perspective, 5,200, 5,000 to 5,200 level could be a good buy. From 1 year horizon, if you think then upside could be 6,700, 6,800 could be level from current view. So it's a good buy, but if anyone getting in a dip, then can be more beneficial.